Hello everyone, and welcome to what is technically the first episode of the next season of Minecraft. I'm probably gonna put it in a playlist, but I'm not gonna have this labeled as the first episode. Maybe actually I'll probably just have it labeled as episode 0 of this new series. Now I know what you're probably thinking. Many of you are probably thinking, Alan, how are you supposed to do a Minecraft survival series in creative? Well, I know it's a bit ridiculous. Thing is, I'm actually not myself going to be participating in this season. There's a few little things that I wanted to talk to you guys about before we began because I didn't really want to tell everyone else about them right off the bat. Basically, my friends and I have been talking, and we decided the most interesting and fun thing for me to do would be to use all of these wonderful items to make life in the realm a bit more interesting. And, of course, this has taken a lot of thought, because a lot of you might already know, sometimes I get a bit crazy with this stuff. Sometimes I go a bit too far. Well, I've been training the art of Italian karate, and I'm pretty sure I am now able to hold back my emotions and a lot of these items from touching the ground, usually, sometimes. So, it might be rocky around the first few episodes until we get used to the new me being in creative all the time. Of course, with the potion of invisibility, just to, make it seem like these monsters are spawning just normally. I won't be doing anything during the day. Probably the only thing I'll be doing is going into game mode, like, 3, sorry, and then, just running around watching them do things in the caves and whatnot. But, yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be this season's Game Master. And that's really all I have to do. Just when it becomes night, start spawning monsters wherever seems fair. More than would normally spawn, of course. And, well, the only other thing I have to do is kind of a little thing. But I wanted to tell you guys, instead of telling them right off the bat, as I said before. Monsters all have new technically special abilities that I'm going to give them. I guess we'll go over them in danger levels, lowest to highest. Spiders, how should I explain this to make it sound fair, at any rate? Spiders, they don't attack you when there's a high light source around, right? They don't attack you in the day, they don't attack you when you're around a torch, and, most of all, they will only attack you at night. So, I'm going to be, occasionally, every so often, spawning a spider inside the base, and this one spider here, whenever he gets near a torch, the torch is going to explode. And he's going to be aggressive. I'm not going to do it all the time, like as soon as there's a spider in their base, just all the torches go away instantly. It's only going to be in like 2 or 3 block radius around the spider. They can spawn wherever, I've decided, in light or not. So they're going to be the little assassin buddies. And of course, remember, in the dark, other monsters can spawn too. So my friends are going to have to keep an eye out for these little things. Yes, yes. The second monster, I guess the next most dangerous would be the skeleton. And their special ability really isn't that special. Basically, every now and again, if there's a skeleton like right here, and say they have a wall like right here, the skeleton would usually like shoot zombies in the back and stuff and try to shoot at the wall. What I'm going to be doing is every so often just lobbing a little arrow up on top of the wall and make it look like the skeleton shot it. Like the skeleton's a sniper from the trees. So my friends are going to have to take care of the skeletons every now and again as well. It's going to be a challenging season, but you haven't even seen the hardest stuff yet. Zombies. Zombies are going to be fun because a lot of the mechanics I'm going to be using already happen in Minecraft. The zombies can see you from miles away. They'll take every possible route to get to you. In Minecraft, they're already pretty hard to avoid. In my game, Say if you're standing behind 2 pieces of gravel, or 4, however many, the zombie can't possibly get to you, right? If I have a zombie that's looking off the person on the other side of the wall, occasionally I'm just going to take this block and go whoop. Depending on the block, it'll take the zombie longer to break it. If this was a stone wall, I might wait like 10 seconds. If it's gravel, I might wait 4 or 5 seconds. So the block does matter in this case, but just keep that in mind. Zombies will be trying to break the wall, if anything, but if you hit the zombie, obviously probably going to reset the timer, because he won't be at that block anymore. He'll be a few blocks back from the knockback. That's the general idea I have going for zombies. I'm also going to be doing this. Probably in very rare cases, if you've, like, built up a whole bunch of blocks, and I might have a zombie, like, place some blocks to get to you. Let me see if this actually works. Yeah, and then if you jumped, but, yeah. Basically, they can also build staircases in very rare scenarios. I'm not going to be using that feature a lot, because it just seems, A, cheaty, and B, it won't work too well either way, for anyone, basically. The last feature, finally, is going to be the creeper. The creepers are going to be the most devastating monster, just because of one fact. In normal Minecraft, if you were standing behind 2-block wall, you know, creeper couldn't get to you. It wouldn't explode. And it would just be like, oh man, I can't get to him. You could just hit the creeper from over here, and it'd be so annoying. But now, if the person is standing behind a wall, or should I say under the ground, if they've dug 3 blocks down, placed a block above their head, and the creeper can't get to them, I'm going to have the creeper explode anyway. If the creeper can't get to them within a certain amount of time, I'm going to take my flint and steel and go, whoop. All the other monsters could come in. Now this is also a very dangerous thing for the monsters, because creepers still do damage to them. Creepers could kill a zombie if the creeper was right next to a zombie. So, in a way, it's bad for everyone, because they can take down entire walls in about the course of 2 seconds. But, in another way, it's good, because you have time to repair that wall, because all the monsters have been either knocked back or killed by the creeper. It's very back and forth. It's going to be very, very fun to see what these new mechanics add to gameplay. Some other smaller features. This one's kind of up there with my kind of least favorites. But say they took this dungeon. Say they completely, took this dungeon. It's theirs. They're living in it now. They put a bed down. And everything's just going terrific. This dungeon will never be dangerous again. But if they conquered this dungeon and did not log off in it, they didn't, civilize it in any way, and they logged off, of course, leaving me on the server, this dungeon would rebuild itself. It would grow bigger than it already is. So basically, the more you conquer it, the bigger it's going to get, the more challenging it's going to be, the more monsters I will spawn inside of it. So, these are all very fun features that I'm not going to be telling them right off the bat. I'll let them try to figure it out, or they can wait until this video goes live. It's going to be fun. Very, very fun. Mostly for me and you guys, because I know you like watching me torture them. And if you're wondering, the flint and steel, it's not just for setting off creepers. If it's ever raining, then I am at liberty to light certain things on fire. So yes, that's going to be the next season of Minecraft. All hopes say it goes well. If the first few episodes come out and I just look way too unfair, or if they're just not getting anywhere, then I probably will just go back to the normal plan of playing with them, doing all that sort of stuff. But I will try, guys. I will try to be fair and have everyone have a good time, so you guys can have a good time watching them have a good time and being tortured at the same time.